If you give it time, you'll be able to see it. Time will heal everything. And to be grateful and teach people to be grateful. It's crazy to think that people aren't grateful no matter what. You're breathing, you're walking, you have the chance to explore, let's just call it the forest, the beautiful world that we all are able to walk out and go to a park, go to a beach.
You know, why can't there be news about awesome things that are happening in life instead of always hearing about death and disease and war and you know, scandals and all this stuff? And so I don't know. I love Dennis Prager because I never forgot that when I leave my house, I want to be the most positive person that I can be to infect, you know, people with joy versus something bad.
I think in life you're given gifts. We all are. And the ultimate goal in life, I think, is to give away your gifts, right? My gift is definitely energy. I mean, even when somebody who is not doing so well, I probably will go to them and let them know that, you know, things are quietly unfolding. If you give it time, you'll be able to see it. Time will heal everything. And to be grateful and teach people to be grateful. It's crazy to think that people aren't grateful no matter what. You're breathing, you're walking, you have the chance to explore, let's just call it the forest, the beautiful world that we all are able to walk out and go to a park, go to a beach. It's and to go out when you're out there to exude kindness. You never know what other people are going through. To your point earlier, you have to we have to choose to spread love. It's a choice when we have good energy. It's like, I don't know, but like if I had Winnie the Pooh as my story, I always tell people, if you were at a choice to be Eeyore or Tigger, who would you be? I mean, it's a simple answer, right? It's Tigger. I often ask that question to people in the business environment, and it's funny to think how many people are stumped by who they would choose, because, you know, when you look at Eeyore, he's kind of like he's going to lose his tail. It's going to rain today. He's the moper. He hasn't decided to have a good day, and he's going to get there, but hasn't. He needs help. Christopher Robin has to help him out, you know, before he goes into the enchanted forest with him. Makes sense.
It's wild, man. So look, man, you know, obviously good news and positivity, at least for me, I see the most successful people that way. And you know, a lot of successful people. And again, they're not always, you know, super positive and excited all the time. But I do notice, at least for me and the mentors that I've had, you know, one of my best mentors, Art Williams, used to always say 90% of winning is just being excited. Like being excited about something and wanting something better in life. And so, man, I mean, we get each other. It makes sense. And you've been successful. You've had your share of success in your life, man. And you've done some really big things. But what I really want to know, though, is what is one of the biggest risks that you've ever taken, and how did it pay off for you, business wise, financial wise, for you,
or even not pay off, right? So I could talk about that because, you know, hey, look, nobody really talks about their failures, right? Yeah, I was living in Atlanta. I had three young kids living in Atlanta, Georgia, and I decided to invest in a limousine company with a friend of mine, and then in the interim of that, over several years, I put a lot of money into it. He didn't have any money, and I had the money. So I gave the money, and then I got an opportunity to move to New York and took a C-suite position with a company that manages licensing. And 3 years later, the guy stopped paying me and vanished, took all my cars,
wow,
took everything. But you chalk it up to have agreements to avoid disagreements. And one of them is the vanishing act is really tough. So here I was trying to function in my job, my career, and then I had this investment, let's say, running, and it was humming. It was doing very well. And I lost everything, man.
wow.
it was a financial sinkhole, that's for sure.
Wow. Wow.
But
And what were you doing at the time? Like, what was your regular job that you were doing?
so I run a brokerage firm for brands in the women's swimwear business, and I also had a swag company where I made merchandise for companies. Actually, in my 30s was probably my most financially successful time in my life. Everything I was touching outside the limousine company was succeeding and bringing in, I call it mailbox money. So in my 30s, I had invested into many projects that went well. A swag company where I was making merchandise for UPS, Holiday Inn. I was making it for Marriott. Anybody who needed swag was coming to me. I was doing it for universities, schools. It didn't matter. But it seems to me my relationships with a lot of people was strong enough where they relied on me, and the numbers were substantial.
If you like this video and you want to watch another one, click right here.